I'm Zahra Lawal from SPU Gymnastics.
Well, Zahra, after months of practice, the team finally got into action down in Sacramento. A very good meet. You were actually ahead of the host team going in the final rotation. They just barely nipped to the end. But how do you feel about the team's performance?
I felt pretty good. We started off a little rocky on bars and beam, but I think we did really well in vault and floor. So
sure did. Last event was on vault, and that's where you are the lead-off on that, and had a career best mark in that. First off, how do you feel about your performance?
I felt pretty good. This year I did a new vault, different from last year. I upgraded, so this year I started a 10-0 start value, so it was fun.
And what you mentioned you upgrade the difficulty. What did you do different?
Last year I did a souk layout, and then this year I added a half at the end, so that I think starts at a higher start value than the other vaults.
Certainly. What is that process, learning to add a skill, something like that? How long does that take you, and how long did it take you to get comfortable with that?
I started training it last year, and it was inconsistent here and there, so I did a layout all throughout last season, and then this summer I trained a lot with my club coaches, and then sending videos back and forth to coaches here like Laurel and Ellen, and just seeing what corrections I could get to better this year.
Well, it sounds like you want to go with the vault. The coaches are a discussion maybe sometimes if things aren't in warm-ups hitting at all, and pretty much you and the coaches settle on this is your new vault, you're going to go for it, and go for it you did.
Yeah.
And how do you know vault-wise, what's the key to your vault when you know you've got a good one?
Well, if you ask my teammates, they can tell from my block, which is I can tell as well, but definitely a good run and a good block and a good placement on the board. So,
what does it take to become a good vaulter? What do you need?
Well, I do a different vault than everyone else. So, I have a big upper body strength, so my vault's kind of harder, but it takes a lot of power and speed and a lot of commitment and not giving up throughout halfway or just always committing all the way through.
You're in the leadoff spot. That really in gymnastics kind of sets the tone for your teammates. Do you enjoy being in that position?
Yeah. I'm kind of used to it, but I think this time I was a little nervous because it was a new vault, but I was really confident in myself, and I had my teammates to back me up. So.
Sure did. And boy, you did set the tone for your teammates. They had a great set as well. Let's talk about one of your teammates, Darian Burns. She was the leader on the floor, tied for first place, and also the all-around second place in that. Talk about her performance.
I thought it was really good. We've gotten closer over the season, so I think just her building her confidence over the summer and just getting in the gym and training hard, she's really shown that she's proven that she's really a really good teammate and just a really good gymnast overall.
Got a veteran team, a lot of people coming back, a lot of newcomers though, and one of them got to perform down in Sacramento, Kayla Chan, and did real well. Talk about Kayla.
Kayla coming in, she's a powerhouse. She's really good. She's going to bring a lot to the team in all of her events, especially on vault. When she stands it up, it's going to go crazy. So
great. Well, Friday night, you finally get to have a home opener here. It's against UC Davis at 7 o'clock. How do you like performing in Brome Pavilion?
I love it because we have a bunch of our athlete friends and friends from classes coming in and supporting us, so it's just really fun.
As a vaulter, does it help you at all to have your familiar home equipment? Is that an advantage?
Yeah, for sure, because everything, going in oh, I've trained on this before, you have that confidence to do it. So
great. Why don't you tell us where you're from?
I'm from Southern California, close to Anaheim area, Disneyland.
All right. So where's the actual, what's your town called?
I'm from Placentia.
Yep. If you were to get in a car in your driveway at home and drive to Disneyland, let's say, how long would that take you?
If there's not a lot of traffic, because there's Southern California traffic, 15, 20 minutes.
Very nice. And do you enjoy that, or as a resident, do you kind of get tired of this?
I kind of got tired of it.
Yes, not as novel.
Yeah.
Great. Why did you decide to come up to Seattle Pacific here in Seattle?
Mostly for school. I'm studying mechanical engineering, so Seattle's the place for engineers, so it's a good one.
Certainly is. At what point did you decide this is, mechanical engineering is something you want to pursue?
For a while when I was younger, I loved playing with Legos, and then I wanted to be an architect, but then as I got older, looking into, money-wise, I chose mechanical engineering because I love, building things with my hands. So.
A lot of people intimidated because you have to take a lot of math and sciences, which you obviously excel in. Is there a particular one you enjoy or a class that you enjoyed here?
I think most of my shop classes and my physics classes, just learning those things.
Great. And you still got time, obviously, but what do you think or what do you see yourself doing after college?
Hopefully either like working at the place, like an internship. I had an internship at Boeing my junior year of high school. So either somewhere there or somewhere just trying to help the world.
Terrific. Well, that's great. Well, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it. Congratulations on last week, and hopefully you can do it again Friday.
Thanks.